All right, team. So the secret method to making $10,000 a month without spending hundreds to thousands of dollars on trading gurus and without having a large deposit and just starting off with something small. All right. Listen, you're just one of those guys who's just about to sell me another trading course. Dude, listen, we've been here before. We know exactly how the story goes. You tell me I have a problem and you've got this course that's gonna solve it. Come on, man. What makes you different? Okay, so I do have my own trading club, right? And all the traders in the group make money consistently from my signals, right? And all my results are visible for everybody to see. So you got free access to come and see all my trading results. But I earn a crap ton of money from trading on my own. I don't care if you're gonna give me $130. It's not gonna change my life. I created this video to, of course, give you guys my strategies for free in order to build one of the strongest trading communities the world has ever seen. And of course, I will be happy if you guys come and join the trading club as well. I'm not gonna lie, I will be happy. But this video specifically, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to give you guys a strategy. I'm trying to give you guys advice in order to be the best possible version of yourself. So one thing I definitely understand is that my opening statement, of course, sounded very tempting, very YouTube-y, where I'm like, oh, $10,000, right? So you're probably already like, oh gosh, here we go again, right? We know he's about to sell the course. We know he's about to tell us this. We know he's about to tell us that. That's not the case at all. I'm actually gonna tell you how you can make a stable $10,000 with less than $1,000 in your actual account, way less than $1,000 in your actual account. I'm gonna tell you guys about this in literally a few minutes. All right, so make sure you sit closer to the screen and buckle up and pay attention. First of all, brother, I don't even know you from a grain of salt. You're just as suspicious as the other guys. Look how you dress. Yeah, I agree, I look suspiciously great. That's what you're talking about. You see this jacket? I know you see this jacket. My name is Leonardo Norman. I've been trading for 7+ years, and in my 7-year span, I have made $10 million. When I discovered trading when I was about 15, 16, right? I didn't take it seriously at the time, but then of course, a lot of events in my life kind of led me to rely on trading more often than not, because I found trading to be the one most important key that could actually get me to my results the fastest. And I really started to get into trading. I spent about 10 to 12 hours on every single strategy that I have today in the market, which is a lot of time of my day. I didn't play around. I didn't treat it as a side job. I treated it as my lifeline, and it was my lifeline because I had a choice every single day. Because my girlfriend at that time, right, was now my wife. My girlfriend at the time used to earn a bit of money on the side. So we used to use that money either to eat or trade. It was either trade or eat. So if I decided to trade that day and I didn't make a cent, then we didn't eat that day. You understand, that was the dynamic that kind of my life was pushing toward. It was either trade or eat, right? And Emmy was my biggest supporter, right? She was my biggest supporter, and you know, she believed in me throughout everything that happened in my trading career. So I had a choice to either trade or eat. That's why I put in time. That's why I put in effort. I believed in this. So yes, I started off like 99% of people who's come to trading. You start off with basically no money. You start off with nothing to your name. You don't have any money. You don't have any idea on what you're actually doing. That's exactly how I started trading. And now, because of my perseverance, because of everything that I put forward, because of all my determination, I now have multiple cars. I stay in Dubai. I have a watch collection worth a little over $400,000 now. I am invested in real estate. I have a company in South Africa as well, and multiple, about 2-3 companies in Dubai that I'm actively working on to make better, right? This is what has currently happened to my life. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. I sleep where I want to sleep. I live the way I want to live. That is what trading has helped me accomplish to this point, to this day. So if you want to follow my trading journey and everything about my life, make sure to follow my Instagram. Check out my highlights as well. I keep everybody up to date with everything. My Instagram has to be the oldest platform that I have with the most history on my life. So make sure you follow my Instagram and kind of just see what I have been doing. So now that I've captured your attention, I want to tell you guys exactly what I did that was able to move me to this beautiful office in Dubai that was able to change and transform my life completely. All right, so you probably want to know, what is it that I've been doing all this time? And what I've been doing all this time is trading. And I'm sure you also want to know, why is it that I need to trade? Why do I want to trade? Why should I, as an individual, get into trading? Let's start off with the basics. What is trading? Trading, basically, in simplified forms, is basically buying an asset low and selling it high to make profit. That is the simplest term that I can put trading in as in general. Whether you're trading stocks, whether you're trading commodities, futures, currency pairs, it doesn't matter what you're trading. What you're going to do is buy it low and sell it high. That is the true essence of trading and the simplest form that I can possibly give it to you. But of course, in reality, it's a lot more complicated than what I've just explained to you. But I do want to tell you something about trading that a lot of people don't tell you. Let me explain one thing to you, and I want you to pay attention. Pay attention. If trading was a scam, if trading wasn't real, it is the biggest industry on the planet today. Real estate doesn't come close, right? Retail doesn't come close. Nothing in the world comes close to just the valuation of trading. Trading is worth, it is a market, an industry worth $2.4 quadrillion. Not a million, not tens of millions, not a billion, not a trillion, not multi-trillions, but a quadrillion. 2.4 quadrillion is the valuation of this market. So wake up and pay attention and build your knowledge base, because trading is the future. Everybody you know today trades. I don't give a damn what they do. They trade. If they're not making public to you, I want to let you know something. They trade. I've been in this industry for over 7 years, and I will tell you something. Everybody trades. So it's time that you woke up and got off the internet watching all these guys, oh, trading is fake, trading is fake, trading is fake, and focused on actually investing your time into something successful and something that is the biggest industry in the world, trading. Because honestly, guys, think about it. When you do real estate, and I'm not, by the way, talking bad about real estate. There's a lot of people in real estate killing it. I'm in real estate myself personally, right? I am in real estate. But if I had to pick between being in real estate and being a trader, I'm gonna choose a trader every single day, because trading is the key, and trading is what I found to be the key. When you're in real estate, right, whether you're a real estate agent or a broker, you gotta make a bunch of cold calls. You still have to go and show, the client the property. You gotta sell the property. You gotta convince them to buy the property. You gotta do all these things. But when it comes to trading, as long as you have the knowledge base, all it's gonna be to you is just pushing a button and finding success. All you gotta do is push a button and you find success. And of course, using the method that I'm about to provide to you guys today, all you have to do is pull yourself together and put in the work. I'm not gonna look you in the eye and tell you that this is easy, that you're gonna get this overnight. No, you gotta put in the work. You're going to put in the work. But if you follow this method to the T, right, you will find yourself being able to do absolutely amazing things. This is the method that I've been building for over the last 7 years. I know every turn, every bump, every hump off by heart. Okay, so on to the method. So what method is it that got me from looking like this to looking like this consist of? Well, it consists of 4 elements, so pay attention. Let's make a brief example right now. So look at a table. You have 4 different legs or 6 different legs, depending on what type of table you have. If one leg is shorter than the other, the table is going to be imbalanced. And when the table is imbalanced, it's going to fall over. You're going to get your forks, your food, everything mixed in, and nothing makes sense anymore. You got to clean up the table. You can't use the table. Everything is kind of just a mess. So all these 4 elements, the point I'm trying to make to you is that each 4 of these elements make sense, and each and every one of these elements makes sense and is important. So it's important that you pay close attention to each and every one of them, and you treat them all with the same kind of respect. So number 1, and I'm sure you probably guessed this off, before I even say it, I'm sure you probably already guessed what number 1 is. Number 1 is knowledge. Knowledge is the number 1 thing first, the very first element that you need to grasp. Knowledge is the number 1 key, guys. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough, because at the end of the day, if I send a trade to you, if I tell you guys I am entering US 30 at this position and I'm trying to target this position, if you do not have the knowledge base to understand what type of account size you have, what kind of risk is applicable to that kind of account size, or basically when you discover the risk, what kind of lot you're supposed to open in order to manage that risk, or if you're supposed to understand that there's possibly a news event taking place probably while we're on this trade, you need to apply yourself when it comes to knowledge. I've already said that I am against a bunch of internet traders, who are just going to come, this works, this works, this works, this works, right? And they don't have anything to back it. And not that they don't even have anything to back it. They've got multiple signal groups. They got multiple signal groups that change every single week, right? When you get into one signal group, you got to pay to get into the other, and pay to get into the other, pay to get into the other, right? They trade everything. As a trader, you're not going to trade everything. It's important that you find the things that you trade, the things that you understand, the assets that you fully understand, You find those assets, you understand what manipulates them, the fundamentals, the technicals of these particular assets, and that's what you trade primarily. That's where you make your money off of. But I do want to say something. It's important that you, of course, build your knowledge base, right? It's important, of course, that you build your knowledge base, but I do want to say something to that as well. It's that don't try after this video to go and learn everything about trading. I've been in this industry for over 7+ years. I've made a little over $10 million, which is a lot of money, right? It's a lot of money, but I will tell you one thing. I do not know everything about trading. I do not know everything. I know a lot. I know enough to keep me consistent, and I learn more every single day. So I don't know everything. So don't think that you need to go and learn everything, because let me tell you something. I will give you 2.4 quadrillion reasons why you as an individual do not have the lifespan to learn every aspect and every single detail about trading. So you don't have to do that, but you need to build your knowledge base to the point when your brain is just so filled. So the best advice that I can definitely give you is, number one, find 2 assets that you love trading. Study them, understand them, focus on them, build on them, and understand them. When I say understand them, I mean fully. And one of the best pieces of advice, when I send a trade out, you're not like, you said buy, I'm gonna buy. Understand why I said buy. You're right, you need to break it down. I'm of course gonna give you a breakdown. I'm gonna let you know why I did it, but you also need to understand. Don't just come into my group and just be like, oh, you know what, he's a professional trader, I'm just gonna do exactly as he says. I need you to understand what I'm saying so that you're not reliant on me forever. So you're not reliant on me for the rest of your life. Okay, so the second element and the second point of all this is mindset. I don't think I need to explain this so fully in depth because I'm sure you understand it. The difference between a rich man and a poor man is their way of thinking, right? A poor man has a very negative way of thinking. A poor man is someone who never takes accountability and just lets their situation happen to them and just kind of sits there and takes it. A rich man thinks how to get out of every single situation that they are put in. He understands that everything that he can offer is of value, right? His time, how he manages his time, what he puts his energy into. Your mindset needs to change. I'm going to give you a couple of key points to change your mindset. You have to change your mindset as an individual. If you're someone who lives in the negative, stop wasting your time on negative bullshit. If you're watching this video, you clearly want to be a trader, so focus on trading. I do not deny that there are a lot of scammers out there, because they are. There are a lot more valuable, great traders out there that you want to learn from. If you've been following me for a long time, I would love to tell you I am one of them, because I truly believe I'm one of them. I've been able to help thousands of people, and that has been a blessing upon my life. But if I'm not someone who you agree with and you want to find someone else, by all means, please go and find someone you trust. But I do want to say one thing: stay out of the negative and come into the positive. I trade. I show my trades on my YouTube. I show my trades on my Instagram. I'm followed currently, as of making this video, by 250,000 people on Instagram. I get thousands of comments positive about my trades, about my lifestyle, and people who are inspired by me and people that have helped. And then I'll get 10 comments, right? Out of the thousands, I'll get about 10 comments of people who are talking rubbish, people who don't like me, people who say this and that. And time again, I used to find myself stuck on the comment that guy said. That is the poor mindset. There are 1,000 people that say they love me. There are 10 people that say they hated me. Why the hell am I worried about those 10 people? It means nothing when there's people I'm genuinely helping, people who genuinely love me. Your mindset is key. Stay out of the negative. If you want what you've never had, you have to do things you've never done. Ordinary actions equate to ordinary results. Extraordinary actions equate to legendary results. Point number 3, vision. Many people understand the influence of this tool, but not many people quite grasp the full concept when it comes to vision. Have you ever had a situation where you in a meeting with somebody and your energy just gets pumped from that meeting, or you're in a conversation with somebody and your energy gets pumped up, right? You get pumped up after that conversation, or you hype yourself up. Have you ever had that moment where you're just absolutely hyped and you have so much energy that it's unreal, and you're ready to turn the world upside down to get what you want, and you're ready to work every single night? But then, as usual, that state of mind, that energy disappears, whether it's after an hour, whether it's after 5 hours, whether it's after you take a nap, that state disappears. But imagine this. Imagine being in that state of mind every single day, from the point that you wake up to the point that you get asleep. Even throughout your dreams, you're constantly in that state of mind. I just want you to take one brief moment and imagine that your vision and what you visualize and that drive that you get after watching a video like this, and you're hyped and you feel, and you're anticipating the future. I want you to imagine that at this very moment, right? I want you to imagine that, bro. Imagine that right now. What does it feel like if you were constantly in that way of thinking? That would be fucking awesome, right? If you constantly stayed in this mindset, if you constantly stayed in this state. I will tell you how to, of course, stay in this state and achieve it, but let's move on to the next point. Now, the last point of this, of course, is the path. You have no idea how many people, have the vision, but still live below the poverty line. It is absolutely insane. This happens a lot with people who don't understand just where to go. Imagine if you're a beginner trader, completely beginner trader. There is a billion ways for you to actually succeed. There's a billion ways that you can actually go. There's a billion options that you have paved right in front of you. How to start, what to watch, where to watch it, how to start to trade, and what to trade. And of course, only by building an actual action plan do you have the chance to actually determine the right path to take out of these billion options. Only then are you able to determine that this is the right path that you want to take. This is the right path that will actually lead you to the treasure chest. But of course, let's summarize everything that you need in order to be a successful trader. Acquire a good knowledge base in your head. Never feel like you've learned everything, or never feel like you know enough and it's time to stop. You are always a student. Number 2, upgrade your mindset so you can approach trades as a whole with a cool mindset. A cool mindset, a focused mindset, and you can approach it from an experienced rich man perspective. You can approach it from a man who really wants to accomplish his goals perspective, and not from a victim's perspective. You don't want to be a victim of the markets. You want to be a conqueror of the markets. Number 3, have a clear vision so that with every single step that you take, you understand why you are taking all the steps that you are taking. And number 4, have a detailed trading plan, a detailed action plan, so you can reach the results as quickly as possible. So essentially, you have about 2 options. The first option is build on all these 4 elements that I have given to you today that have took me about a little over a year to master. Or you have option number 2, become part of a huge, unique ecosystem. And when I say unique, I mean exactly that. What my team and I have created, you seriously are not going to be able to find anywhere else. So if you follow the link down below, you're going to get these things. My entire experience in trading, so that's 7 years worth of experience. My personal secret strategies that I have been perfecting for over 7 years, no longer secret if you actually hop onto them. A blueprint on how to pass successfully your prop firm challenges and receive your first $10,000 in trading. Access, of course, to the trades that I personally enter when I trade. Now, I don't trade every single moment, every single hour. When I actually take a trade on my account, you get access to that because I will let you know where I'm trading, what I'm looking for, where I'm headed, and why I entered where I entered. A step-by-step plan on what you need to get $10,000 a month. I rarely give access to such things, right? All you have to do is go down and click the link. You have about 10 seconds and then access will be closed. I am waiting for you guys to join the team. And of course, team, let's eat with SE. I'm waiting for you guys.